My name is William Hendrix and I'm running for Topeka City Council in District 3. I'm running because I'm staking my life here in Topeka. I've lived here for 20 years. That's the entire course of my life. I see a lot of issues in the city that I feel need to be addressed to make Topeka a better place to live, not only for me, but for the future generations of Topekans.
Do you believe increasing access to affordable housing for families making less than $40,000 a year should be a part of the city's approach to economic development?
I think in regards to economic development, especially in District 3, we see a lot of low-income families. And so I believe affordable housing is an imperative issue that the city should be working harder to address.
We need more patrolling on the on the evening hours, the PM, after hours. What would you do if the police's presence in the area, on east part of town, in our part of town?
Since the beginning of 2021, East Topeka alone has seen 7 or more shootings that I can recall off the top of my head, and all of those have occurred in the cover of night. So I strongly believe that District 3 should see an increase in police presence in high impact areas for crime.
My question is for the candidates and felon reform. Is there any clear path back to redemption? There are several people in our community that have made mistakes in their life and have no clear pathway back to redemption. There's job openings that people are kind of overqualified for, but they can't get back to work because of a mistake that they made in their life.
I'm a firm believer in offering second chances to people, and that includes prior felons. I don't see any current pathway that the city is offering to get felons on their feet, and so I would absolutely be open to the idea of working towards creating a pathway to jobs for prior felons, be it in construction or in city offices.
What is the plan to get people back to work?
I think in regards to getting people back to work, I think one way the city could help tackle this is to create a staffing office. There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the city, and the extra hands couldn't hurt. So I think a staffing office that the city could institute to indiscriminately give people jobs would be a great way of going about that.
There's a lot of street improvement that needs to be done. I wanted to know, what are you going to do about that?
I think in District 3 especially, when it comes to the state of our roads, there's plenty of work that needs to be done. I think the best way of going about repairing them is to completely reconstruct them. The mill and overlay simply isn't working because it just comes out of the potholes within 2 to 3 months. So I think a complete reconstruction of many roads in District 3 would be the best way to solve our road issues.
We don't have any stores to shop over here. We have a Dollar Tree and a Dollar General. We don't have any grocery stores.
How would you go about trying to see that we get more fresh vegetables in the neighborhood?
This is a big one for me because over 60% of Topeka is considered food desert. And what that means is that Topekans, broad strokes, they don't have access to fresh produce, meat counters, pharmacies, those kinds of things. And so this is a big issue for me. I think one way we could tackle this issue is proposing a business diversity ordinance. In effect, what this business diversity ordinance would do is if there's any commercial zoning in District 3 in a neighborhood that needs a grocery store, this ordinance would require that whatever business moves in to that neighborhood serves the needs of the community. My name is William Hendrix, and I'm running for Topeka's City Council in District 3.